Hey there, Wes Dove with Dove Development Consulting. In just a minute or so, I'm going to jump into something that touches on a topic that I hear a lot about and I see as I'm studying the information. I'm really seeing how it makes an impact on each of us on a day-to-day basis, how it ties into the amount of success we can expect to have in our any given role that we're in, and how we can climb that ladder and be effective in relationships and so on. It's a topic called emotional intelligence. But before I do that, I want to hit on three quick things that really we've got coming up. Cindy and I have lined up over the next couple of weeks that should serve you in one way or another really, really well as you kick off your 2020 and you set your goals for what you want to accomplish in the next over the next 12 months and whatnot. The first is a group that's complimentary. It's something that Cindy launched recently, primarily on Facebook today, but it will go into our website and we'll have some other stuff really geared around that moving forward, be it through mastermind group studies and some different things. It's called Intentional Action for Ongoing Growth. Again, that group, joining the Facebook group is complimentary. There's going to be a ton of resources that are indeed complimentary, but there's going to be some other things that come with that you'll have access to that only the folks in the group really know about, whether it be studying of John Maxwell's 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth, which is the real core for everything that group's about and so on. The next thing that I'll call your attention to this Thursday, January 9th, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Cindy and I kick off our Q1 of 2020 Emerging Leader Development course. Now, that's a course that's 6 consecutive weeks. It's virtual. We record each session. We have very strategic lessons and that really build on one another. And for a certificate of completion, we really challenge every participant to identify what they can put in place immediately that drives return on investment for themselves personally, but also for the organization that they're part of. And we challenge them to identify who in their organization they're going to hold themselves accountable to for achieving those results, for taking those action steps, for delivering in that role they're in. Now, the third thing is something that we're doing as part of the role that we agreed to with the Broadway Timberville Business Council. Cindy and I are co-chairing that group for 2020. And she is going to be doing a vision board session on January, I believe it's the 25th. It's a Saturday, late this month. So yeah, that's January 25th. The cost is pretty insignificant. It's 20 bucks a person or 35 bucks for two people that she's doing at Broadway Co-working, and all the proceeds. So there's a little bit of cost in doing this session. Anything over and above covering costs, we're donating through a role in the Broadway Timberville Business Council to the scholarships they provide annually for kids graduating from Broadway High School going into different fields. So we're excited to be a part of that. The links are attached and so on, but with no further ado, let's touch on emotional intelligence. So as I'm reading through Emotional Intelligence 2.0 by Travis Bradberry, I'm really digging into it and saying, hey, this is some neat stuff. I hear the words used a lot in just about every industry that Cindy and I touch. What I've not heard and what I don't hear in the book is how to. I hear some strategies. I see some strategies. I see some basics, but I don't see clear cut. Here's what you do. Here's how you take these action steps. Here's the things that you can strategically and apply practically immediately. It talks about here's how you can work to grow. Here's things that you can do moving forward. And all those are good. I'm not knocking it. But what I'm going to do over the next several days in Daily Dose of Leadership is map out not only here's something that ties directly to it, but here's the steps that you can specifically take to really take action on the 4 different layers that are really outlined, and that what we're told today is really emotional intelligence, and that's self-awareness and self-management and others awareness and recognizing different styles in others, and even relationship management. I'm going to give you some very, very practical tools that takes the guesswork out. It takes the guesswork out for how you apply it for you, for how you understand yourself, for how you apply it with anybody that you interact with on any given day, and how you can be very, very intentional and strategic about the relationships that you have. And again, I'm not knocking the book. I think it's fantastic, and I'm going to throw some stats out in the emails over the next couple days in a Daily Dose of Leadership that really map out here's how, when we apply these things, we can expect these results. And I'll reference the stats from the book. But more than that, I'm going to give you some tools. And what I'm going to do with these next couple of emails, probably 5 this week, is is build a leading at the next level lesson with some stats, with some graphs that really tie back to here's how it matters for me, here's how it can matter for you, and here's the things that you've got at your fingertips to really apply it, to not have a process that goes over time that we've got to build and look into and really work to hone, but one that when we get it, if we utilize those tools, we can apply it right away. It doesn't say it comes without effort. I'm not saying that at all, but it makes the effort, it compounds our effort. It accelerates the results we get, and it gives us so much more tangible and practical tools to really base everything that it's really geared around. So look forward to sharing those with you over the next few days. Hope this helps a little bit, and don't forget to take action on some of those resources that I mentioned at the beginning. Hope to see you soon. Have a great day. God bless.